The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Hey.
Oh, it's okay, Mama. Welcome.
Hey, welcome to the Weekly Bust on Fight World Live on Amazon Prime. We are welcomed by an amazing guest. She's been on our show a few times. She is the one and true spoken for female champion of BKFC. She goes by the name Christina Misfit Ferea. What's up, champ?
What's up, G?
What up, man? How you been?
Good. How are you guys?
Thank you for coming back on.
Doing good.
What are we running over here on the side?
Looks like Potter's gonna run a little highlight reel on you if he can.
Dope,
It looks like it's squeezed in here. I'm gonna let it play out while it runs real quick.
There's no sound.
Oh, there's no sound? Okay. Anyways, well, what's new, champ? We've been busy. You've been busy. What's new in your life, man? What's going on?
Back in Vegas. I'm back home. I've been traveling for about a year, just all around the country, training different places. Was with my girl for a little bit, brought her back with me to where I'm right now. And man,
tonight she wears black and gold.
Just training my ass off, just staying in shape any way I can, and ready for any of these scared ass 125 pounders to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying?
I know that you're calling out anyone and all, but do you have anyone in your eyes particular that you just are like, fuck it, man? Why don't you just run it, dude? Like, you know, you have your eyes set on somebody so they can maybe prepare for someone like you.
Even if you have to go up in weight or down in weight.
I'm willing to go up in weight. It's just I don't think anybody has the experience. I don't think anybody will sanction it.
Yeah, 35 or 45. I seen your post the other day.
Well, I'll do 135. 45 is super big for me. Even
right.
It'd be a lot.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a lot of weight to put on it. That'd be moving up in a different bracket.
Yeah, well, 35. They're gonna be a lot bigger than me still. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. I'm like, I just wanna fight. I just want to test myself. Champ. You know what I'm saying? I might go down and go get Ratchet's belt at 115 if we don't get something going pretty soon here.
You've been mingling around in the celebrity era and aura, right? And you've been brushing your shoulders along with some of the greats in other promotions. Do you have any females in another promotion that's maybe leaving or exiting their current promotion in the near future, looking to come over to BKFC that you have your eyes on?
I'm not anyone specific. I mean, I'm willing to fight any of them, but you know, the thing is I don't want to fight them. Oh, you got released from the UFC, so you're going to come over to BKFC. No, I want somebody that, you know, is good and in their prime. And I don't care what age I am right now. I am the best in the world in anything I do. If I put my mind to it, I'm going to beat them regardless of the skill level, anything. Even when I go up to 135, I feel like even if they're bigger than me, I feel like I'm going to be able to dominate.
You're a complete different breed. You know, your dominance is just, like it's proven itself. Nobody can say otherwise. But do you think that dominance that you've displayed is scaring everyone around? You know what I mean? Like in a way that is preventing you to eat?
Yeah, I'm not. It's definitely, and it's pissing me off because I'm so sweet and nice to these little motherfuckers, but now I'm not able to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you done whipped everyone's ass, and now they don't want to step to the plate. But like, There's got to be. I mean, from the promotion side, they got to find someone that's willing to fight you.
There's got to be like a glove boxer that's, you know what I mean, like that's
Yeah.
reaching their prime that wants to fight you. There's
No
way
kidding.
not.
There's
But-
8 billion people in the world.
a lot they don't want to take them off. They don't want to take the gloves off. You know, and they're just like, fuck
Fair
that.
point. I don't know. I feel like I just feel like there's got to be somebody, you know, like because bare knuckle grows every event, you know, they get more out of it.
You think they could lure like someone like Ronda Rousey over to fight you?
Oh, Ronda
Ronda Rousey.
Do they want to pay for it?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Why not though? They've been paying forever, like other UFC caliber stars, right? And they've been putting the money up for it. Why can't they do it for a female fighter as decorated as yourself in their promotion to fight one of their greats? You know, someone else's great.
I mean, I feel like that'd get eyes. You know?
Maybe I don't know. Please, how about everybody go tag the matchmakers and the owners and the promoters and everybody and be like, yo, dude.
Do you have you had any contact with any
Or
like
drop me
individuals
15
like that,
fight.
like with Rousey or anything like that, where you would be able to contact her and be like, dude, would you be down for like a mega fight over here?
I mean, not. I mean, she's going back to the UFC.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Fuck no! How did I miss that?
Yeah.
David Potter, what's our news? What's our scoop on that?
I
Straight
have
up.
no comment. I am not allowed to comment.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shit, fuck, I didn't know anything about it. I must have missed it through the headlines. Yeah, what about you?
I watch a lot of ESPN. I didn't see it either.
I'm mostly Instagram all day long.
It's it on Instagram.
Huh? That's crazy.
I think I may have seen a glimpse of it. Maybe I just kind of thumbed through it quick. I didn't catch all of it.
So back to, I guess, like your different vision here. I've seen you be like big sister and coaching a lot too, and almost you've been mentoring Taylor Starling. You've been in a cornering scene. You've been seen being front row a few times at some of these events, watching very intently.
Yeah.
Are you finding a new role then other than just being the fucking champ?
Yeah, you know, I know when I'm done with fighting, you know, I want to help the women grow. Even any guys that want to, you know, grow in the sport or in combat sports. I've trained people for my whole career, so I have a lot of experience in teaching and training. I just don't have the full commitment right now to take on a team or a fighter because I want to give them 100%. You know.
Well, my personal choice is I'd like to see you defend your title a few more times before you decide to retire and open a gym and stuff like that. Because I think you're still great.
Yeah, I'm not done yet. I'm coming up on it, you know, but it's not time yet. I'll know when it's time. I'll know when my body is not ready for this anymore and not preparing right. I'll know. But right now I still feel very strong. I'm at my, you know, my most level mentally, emotionally, physically. I feel like I'm in my prime right now.
Yeah, if I could see you like 5 more times, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
that's
dude.
what I'm talking about.
5 at least. That's what I'm saying, dude. You're the fucking champ, man. I want to watch you like Floyd. That's no bullshit. I want to watch it, dude. You know, speaking of me wanting to watch you fight, I think it'd be it'd be super appropriate to watch you bang it out on BKFC 50 with fucking Jug. You know?
Oh, that would be well. He's September, right?
Yeah, the next Denver card. I think.
Yeah,
September
I'm
24th, I
shooting
think.
for like I want like October, November because I had just moved across country. You know, I've been training, but I haven't been like not training how like I want to train. So
That's
I want
fair.
That August 25th card. Then let's get champ on there.
That's fair. But I felt like that's the golden one, right? 50. I mean, that's the big one, man.
You know, that would be almost just like that. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Here
it just
we are.
seems so
50 these
appropriate.
guys
You
have
know,
made it
you've
50
had the
fights,
belt
and
for so long.
that's
You've gathered
fantastic.
others. You know what I mean? You just keep on this fucking path. It's similar to Juggernauts.
I would agree 100%.
Speaking of Mr. Lorenzo, and he had a huge announcement. We just kind of brushed by it, you know, to be honest with you. But he had a massive announcement today where he's going to be facing off, and it looks like the main event with Chris Camozzi in BKFC 50. Do you have any comments on that?
I don't know Chris Camozzi. I need to look him up. I need to study him a little bit. I don't know. I've never watched him fight. Never seen him fight. I don't know where. This is from the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watch too much MMA. So I got to look him up and see. I got to see like what Lorenzo's facing and to even be able to comment on that.
Knowing Lorenzo, though, you do know Lorenzo.
Of course.
And he's he's fighting a pretty seasoned fucking vet, pro in MMA, and also he just fucking terrorized recently too. What was it, early January, fucking February or some shit?
The Denver card.
Yeah, in Denver. Yeah. And with what was displayed there, you think Jug fucking just destroys him, or do you think do you think he does what he does?
Lorenzo, he's very intuitive. He's a fighter at heart. He's a warrior. I always go with Hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. So, but I just I want to see this guy Chris, whoever he's fighting. I'm gonna go study him, go look at his fights, his last couple fights, and I want to see what maybe what challenges Hunt's gonna have in that.
Yeah, I think. Did you guys see how they promoted that fight?
Not yet.
Well, no. Well,
the flyer, the promo.
Yeah, no. As they're cornering G and Hall.
Yeah.
I seen that, and I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." And then the very next day, you see it. They announce it that's who's fighting.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We're cornering G and Hall. That's fucking pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking tight, dude. It's they got a vision going on, man. David Feldman is no dummy, dude. He's he's a smart motherfucker, dude.
Oh yeah, I trust his decisions.
Yeah, I mean, what he's doing is look what he's done, man. Just since in the past, since Ferea, since the last time we had you on, the first time we had you on, I meant.
Yeah.
Look at the progress y'all have made. It's rapid, man. It's so fast.
Now you guys got a champ out there in Montana.
Yeah, we do. Kai the Outcast Stewart. First world champ in 42 years. Montana, let's go. Stand the fuck up for our boy.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool. I like that dude.
Yeah, man. He's a cool motherfucker, man. He's a hardworking dude, man. That kid never stops.
Ethic like no other.
That kid works like no other, man. He has his eyes on a prize, and he definitely he manifests his future, man. The first time he was on our show, he manifested everything, man. He's gonna do it all.
Oh yeah, you go watch it.
Yep.
Stewart. Aliens in Congress. Ty, what do you got there?
You're just gonna throw us in the aliens out of nowhere. Okay.
I love aliens.
Okay, so listen. We had some fucking crazy shit happen just recently, man. And if you're anything like me and you follow aliens or you're conspiracy theorists, you've been laughed at, you've been mocked at, you've dealt with it, all this shit. You've had the old timers say, "Oh yeah, you're just a fucking weirdo." Now, well, listen, Congress, man, we had 3 decorated fucking individuals come there, testify under oath, meaning if they lie, they go to prison, right?
Yep.
Correct.
They went there, testified under oath, and said, check it out. The aliens are here. We have non-human biologics in our possessions and non-Earth vehicles. And that changes the game, because that's never, ever, ever, ever been done in the history of the United States, has actually been confronted or actually talked about in Congress. That was the very first time it was ever done. As much talk as we've ever heard and as much confirmation and declassification we've ever got, we've never had anybody in Congress, anybody testify and say, yes, we have aliens. Yeah, and they're fucking real.
We got a whole lot of people saying a lot of things, but this is the first time it's ever been documented in Congress through the government. That's progress.
You know what's next? Someone's gonna go testify that the world is flat.
yeah. Are you on board? You're not on board with aliens. You're down in Vegas, and you don't know you're not down with aliens.
Goodness.
But I don't. If I seen them, wait.
I've seen some things, man. I'm seeing some things.
Yeah, that was so funny, dog. Yeah. It was pretty.
I'm just trying to make you laugh, Christine. I love you.
That's why they bring me in.
So we do it oh yeah, we had somebody, Wes, shout out to Kill Eagle Promotions. He said a comment. He's like, man, I'd love to see you run it back with Beck.
I mean, I'm down. I mean, that seems like the only one who has the lady balls to do it. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind, because I do want a more definitive finish. if you guys go watch the last 15 seconds of that fight and look at her, and she would her everything, her plan, I already know what she had going on. You know, when I got in that after the fight, I got to look back, see what kind of fighter she is, you know, face to face. And
Shout out Ron Perez.
But if you look, she was fading. If you look, she looks very overwhelmed in the clinch. The third round, I would have been able to play with her. You know what I'm saying? I had to push the pace because of how she was fighting me, and I wanted to be exciting, and I wanted a fight of the night, and I wanted blood, and I wanted it exciting. That's why I was getting caught more, because I wanted more action.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
that challenge and that being pushed.
That was definitely the most struggle I've seen you in since I've been watching you, man. And
it was a struggle though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it was the most struggled I've seen you. You know what I mean? It was something that I've never seen you in a position where like you had to get locked in. You're like, oh shit, this motherfucker has a chin, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm going to tell you another thing. She didn't get cracked with any of my power the whole fight. She didn't get cracked with one power punch. She doesn't know that, but someone's going to tell her this or send her this. But I'm telling you, she didn't get cracked with one solid punch from me. Not one.
Is your next plan going to put her out?
I got hit with her best overhand right and shook that shit off like it didn't even touch me.
You're a fucking G though, bro.
Yeah.
You're built different.
But people think like, oh, that Beck was having a chance, but they don't even. I hadn't landed. First of all, I haven't landed. Second of all, she was countering me the whole time. She's a counter fighter to the core. Nothing's gonna change that in her. And even when she went forward, that's when she started getting touched up a little bit. So in the third round, she would have slowed down on her counters for sure, and she would have started getting pieced up. And
Howie Atherton says she had to make it a show.
No, I need viewers. I need people to want to watch me fight. So if we got to get bloody, we got to get dirty. Let's get dirty. And
that's what I love about you. You just don't give a fuck. You're gonna do it. That's one thing I love about you. That just drives me to watch somebody like that. If
you recall on our episode prior to her fight with Beck, man, she said, "Watch me steal the show," and she's like, "I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna go in there and do my fucking best and steal the show." And guess what she did? She went in there and fucking stole the show, man. She did. Like, I remember I posted on my story on IG and I said, man, Ferea, yeah, and you never fucking disappoint, dude. You. It's insane.
The thing I'm not happy that it ended in a cut. You know what I'm saying? But technically, you know, if she would have went any further with me, she would not be able to see out of her eye. So what do you say? Like, people are like, you didn't win that fight, it was a stoppage. Bro, if she would have went any further, I would have kept clipping that eye and took
I just talked about this on the last episode. I said, bare knuckle is one of those interesting sports, especially combat sports, where it's like a loss on your record. Like, I asked, who did I ask recently? And I said, you know, was it Ridge? I said, you know, you have one loss on your record. I said, but it's different in bare knuckle. I said, even if you have a loss, man, it's such like, I don't feel like it's such a stain as if it would be in boxing or in UFC, because boxing, you get decorated fucking, you know, 25-0 and you start getting really looked at. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Well, once you're in bare knuckle, because bare knuckle is such a different sport, I feel like you can get stoppages really easy because of cuts. You know what I mean? So it becomes a more technical fucking sport of almost defensive mechanisms as well, because you don't want to get clipped and fucking cut right away.
You just can't
if you get cut, you could fight all day long, but you don't realize how bad you're bleeding out or anything like that. You know what I mean? And that's an aspect that definitely brings to the sport. So of course you won the fucking fight, man. If it was a doctor stoppage, because it's been a weird topic. Everyone gets sad about doctor stoppages and shit. They got to understand that this is different, man. This is a bare knuckle sport, and it's easy to get ripped open bad.
And the doctor said, you know, there were nerves exposed. So, I mean, she could have had a face going like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been all bad. So, but I do want a more definitive win. I want to beat the dog shit out of her. I want to walk out of there and have nobody saying this, saying that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want it. I'm willing to fight her again.
I'm down for the running back. 100%. I'm down for that. I want to see that.
Me too. Who won it? Who doesn't want to see that fight?
She has a lot of fight in her, you know, and she's become a better boxer, and I give her props for that. You know what I'm saying? I give her mad props for that, but she's never gonna be better than me.
Well, when you know something, you know it.
Yeah. Levi, go ahead. What Ryan said.
Oh, you said that somebody out of the prospect series will give you a run. Rosalina Velez or something. It was on there. Velez, yeah. I don't know. It'll come back hopefully. David, if you could find that one.
Ryan's taking a shot at he always seems to have a backpack full of fighters ready to go.
I got Ryan paid on the side to feed me all his girls.
Oh, what a fucking dog, dude. The shots. I love it, dude.
It. That's good.
You're crazy as fuck, champ.
Oh shit, that prospect series is this weekend, isn't it? Next weekend?
Yeah, no, I think it's going off next weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
I
think that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. Let's we can talk about it, or we can talk about it after we watch it.
Probably after.
Okay. Anyways, I had a topic. You know, we have some big fights coming up. You know, who do you have on the Dotson Ridge fight for one, and why? And who are you favoring? If you got money on the flow, who do you got it for?
Dotson versus who?
J.R. Ridge.
Yep.
John Dotson, J.R. Ridge.
I mean, I'm a Dotson fan. I love
that. Fuck, man. Like, we love him too, man.
I
took Ridge. Yeah, well, I took Ridge in this.
Hey, no, Dotson's very explosive, and he's very fast, and he's very unorthodox. So, I mean, just the way Dotson moves is just so crazy. You can't time it. You can't prepare for it. There's nobody moving as fast as him, like in awkward, weird shit he does. So, I mean, I got Dotson all day. That's my boy.
Can you turn me up just a crank?
Got Dotson locked in, the champ.
Okay. Still sticking Ridge.
I'm gonna go Dotson too.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I think that's how the crowd is gonna go. I think legitimately,
it's his house.
It's skilled.
Well, not the crowd in the audience. I'm saying, or the audience that's watching. I think it's probably gonna go split. It's gonna be a really close fight.
I don't know about close. I think Dotson will just class him and outstyle him 100%.
Ridge is explosive in himself. You know what I mean?
But he's don't got that superstar quickness like Ridge. But
he is fast, man, and he's a fucking excellent boxer.
Precise, but I'm going Dotson all the way. I got this all the way.
This is what makes this a main event, because this fight.
About it.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, Ferea. What do you think on Ridge's and Dotson styles matching up? Is she there? Did we freeze her?
I think she froze.
Yo, shout out to 20 Past 4, your one-stop vape and head shop. We got 5 locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, and 1 in Arizona and Prescott, baby.
I believe the champ is frozen right now.
Well, yeah, we'll just wait for her.
Her phone overheated 105 degrees over here from the beautiful Jules Gray.
That's because we're in here making that hot fire flames, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, people on the internet, how does my mic sound? Check now. Mic check 1 2.
Levi,
how does my hair look?
Levi, you're more quiet than my girl in the bedroom. You gotta speak up, Cream Puff. You gotta.
Really? Is your microphone quiet?
I usually do. Yeah, they're saying my shit's sounding quiet.
Blowing it like a Nintendo game. Come on, man. You can do it.
Come on. You know how to blow on it.
You know how to blow on that, Levi. Blow on that mic.
Hello?
Hello? Is the mic working?
I don't know.
How does it sound?
No.
Up tip.
Hey, champ.
Hey, sorry, guys.
This microphone right here. Is that on? Is that on? Give that to Levi too.
Man, it's so hot out here.
What's your temperature there, champ?
Well, it's 105, but like when I have this sitting right in the sun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was 117 last week.
Ooh, jeez, Tim, you better get some air conditioning on that phone.
Oh, I know. My phone blowing up. My phone's hot.
Well, if it ain't, it should be.
I asked so the last question I asked, champ, was how do you feel about Ridge and Dotson styles matched up? You know, they're both explosive, they're both fast. You know, one's a boxer, one's kind of like you said, unorthodox, very different kind of style.
A boxer dealing with
Sancho?
Dobson it's a problem because boxers are very trained one way and with a
they're
certain
technical
style.
service, and they stick to that no matter which way they go, and you can punch around that anytime.
Well,
you
he's
want.
also in some kind of karate, like, right? I can't remember what
Oh,
it was
is it?
called.
Sancho, right?
Sancho?
Sancho, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, I mean, so he also has mixed. He has mixed styling himself, but
Well,
you know,
that's good then. If he has that background, like that, he's an MMA or he's a boxer. I don't. What's his
he's a bare knuckle fighter. He's gonna tell you straight up. If you ask Reg, he's gonna say, "I'm a bare knuckle boxer."
But
Well, I guess I'll know him after this fight.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The champ got their eyes set.
Is I get what you're saying. A boxer is disciplined one way, and he will stick to that plan until the end, do or die.
Oh yeah, you see it all the time.
Yeah, and
It's working in some people's. It's working in some people's
good job when there's 12
progress.
rounds.
No, it's working. I've seen it. Well, look at Bryce Henry. He's a fucking boxer, and he's fucking making it look nice. Billy Wagner, boxer.
Billy Wagner, yeah,
makes it look nice. You
Bryce
know what I mean?
is beautiful. Yeah,
yeah.
Bryce,
He's a
Bryce is, oh, I love watching.
he's nasty.
Wagner's my boy. I love him to death.
So we also there's also an interesting matchup coming up with the G fight versus Bryce Hall. The trainers are Chris Kamazi for G, and then you got Juggernaut who's training Bryce Hall. Who do you have and why? And I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, I'm probably assuming you're gonna go with G, but like, you give Bryce Hall a chance? He's got size on G.
Zero.
Chance. It's just I've also on G's. I got G from day one. I think G's just gonna outclass him. But
Jug says Bryce can crack a little bit.
Yeah, you do got Jug over there, you know, hyping him up. You know, you never know.
He's fanning the flames, and you know it.
You know,
he's about to fight. Hey, this dude is fighting a real ass fighter that is a fighter to the core. He's not not an entertain. He's entertaining a little bit on the side because that's what we got to do. But he is a fighter. He's not a clown. Yeah. He's not out here tap dancing for the fans and shit. He is a fighter. He is going to beat the living. Yeah. It's gonna.
And he's a real too. So
yeah, like, G kills hogs.
Yeah. G is a G
for a fun time.
G is a G.
G is a fucking G, man. I just found the video super interesting with Jug and him training, like, and you know, I was like, dude, he looks big, bro. Like, I was looking at Bryce Hall's size. I was like, dude, he's way too big to be fighting G. What the fuck is going on?
Well, then he's gonna be a lot slower then. And speed kills.
G, and he's already fast as lightning.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
Bryce Hall, you know, he's taking it serious for a few months. G's been at this his whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, there you go. You put out a very key point. There's levels to this shit.
But what if? Let's just say the what if, right? You have to talk about it.
What if G falls and knocks himself out in the ring? What if?
That's not the only way that guy's gonna win.
You have to ask the what if. What if this Bryce Hall character who's coming into bare knuckle, and maybe to stay, maybe not, maybe to make a name here, but what if it's not that and he becomes a bare knuckle boxer, you know, out of this, like a Jake Paul, and and shocks the fucking world.
That offends me. You're offended too, right?
What?
Good girl.
You got to ask the questions.
Very offended.
I think he's a really good promoter. That kid.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I give him props and thank you for bringing eyes to the sport. I have much respect and love for you for that. But you gonna learn today.
That's about what somebody gonna feed your ass today.
I love her in the chat, man. She never misses, dude. She never misses. You remind me of Lorenzo and such things. Like you just never fucking miss when you see the point. There's no missing, dude. It's like J-Rod fucking over there in Mariners popping homes.
What is this one?
So what's that? Well, I just put in some rando topics. One of them was, have you ever done any traveling in South America, champ? No. I just been watching and listening to a ton of Joe Rogan, and he had a character on that was freaking talking about living down in the Amazon, and he's one of those guys that have turned what's it called like deforestation, like the loggers and shit. They're
deforestation.
Yeah, they're down there like just wiping them out, like, and there's like 100 companies that just keep doing
60 acres at a time, just gone.
Well, but they're doing it because they have nothing. That's how they actually produce a lot of their energy, is out of wood and all that shit. Still, they're just so behind on times. Well, he's down there, raising awareness, but he's been living down there for like fucking 10 plus years, and he was talking about the Amazon
rainforest.
Yes. And like
bugs,
talking about the Amazon, and he's all like, what it's like down there, man. I was like, dude, I don't even know if that would be fun to travel down there, dude. That's why I have to ask the champ, have you done any traveling down in South America or anything like that?
Nah, only in the States. I just been training with people out here, different places like Denver, Albuquerque, Florida, Alabama.
Do the jungles interest you? Like, would you go out in that motherfucking shit? He was talking some wild shit, bro.
Nah.
It eat birds.
Well, do you know what I found?
I'm not trying to fight. What are those anacondas, bro?
Hey, no, that all right. So speaking of that, he said, what I found fucking interesting when he was talking about the fucking jungle, right? He's all like, you know what's weird? He's like, everyone talks about the Amazon doing this, that, doing this and that, and well, he's all like, what you notice is, he's like, 95% of the living life is in the fucking trees, dude.
Yeah, the canopy.
He's like, it's almost like you were walking through the dead part of the jungle when you're on the ground. He's like, everything's living in the fucking trees. He's like, so when you're on alert, he's like, I'm talking to fucking snakes.
Well,
everything that wants to kill you is at eye level or higher. So he's like, you don't know what the fuck you're watching for. He's like, this guy caught an 18-foot anaconda, which ended up being the world's largest captive wild anaconda recorded. He's like, but dude, he goes into detail. He's like, that wasn't the biggest one I caught. He's like, the biggest
one I seen.
He's like, the biggest. Yeah. He's like, the biggest one I seen. He's like, I tried to catch the biggest one I ever seen. He's like, me and this guy. And he had this guy. I don't know why I remember his name, but not the dude's name. He had this tour guy named JJ. And I guess which is like a jungle guy. And he's all like, he was talking about going through the swamps, and they're sitting in the bushes. And he goes like this, champ. And, he goes, see that? He's like, that's an anaconda going through the water. He's like, no way, that's a fucking crocodile. That's a caiman, right?
My girl loves snakes.
He's like that. He's like, it's a caiman.
Yeah.
And he jumped on this snake. He's like, my first instinct when I looked at this snake, and this is why I find people interesting. Humans don't give a fuck about their lives. They just want to do cool shit, right?
No, they want to be famous. Let's get that.
No. He didn't care about being famous. He's in the jungle. You know what I mean? He's recording.
Why is he throwing stuff out on
Instagram? And he jumped. He's trying to raise awareness. Is what he's doing. So he jumps on the snake. He said he could not wrap his arms. He couldn't touch fingers around the fucking snake. He said, now that was the biggest snake I ever caught or tried to catch. And he's like, and it slithered right through my arms.
He said he couldn't hold on to, he couldn't interlock his fingers how big around this.
He believed it was 25 feet.
Well, you got to come back, Ryan. That's why. Christine, I'm with you. I don't like bugs either, by the way.
Yuck, dude, the spiders would kill me, dude. There's no fucking way. I'd have a heart attack. And once I seen a spider as big as a dinner plate, I'd have a heart attack.
You should tell her about
No, I'm like bugs. I don't like mountain lions because they'll chase me when I'm running. So I carry my gun when I run in the mountains.
She's like,
them cats don't fuck around. That's what we tell people who are touring in Montana. We're like, you don't got to worry about the bears. You got to worry about the mountain lions.
You can hear and see.
Yeah,
dude. And smell a bear.
Yeah. You hear them. They'll announce themselves. They're loud. They snort.
Watch you for a day before it decides to drop.
A cat will stalk you, and then you're dead. You know.
Hey, who's FIGHTWORLD Live?
Oh, FIGHTWORLD. That's us, man. That's us.
That's you.
That's me, Christine.
I was like, hey, who keeps saying my girl looks good? Because I'm about to slice her fucking throat.
Oh, you know I love George. I was like, Jules.
I kept telling her, hey, I was like, who's Fight World Live? Who? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I get Fight World. I'm tripping. No, you know what? I know you as the weekly bust. I know it's you as weekly bust. That's all that's in my head with you guys.
Yeah.
Jules, change your name to Ted Bundy because you're slaying all day.
That's our boy David Potter.
Speaking of David Potter, what is you guys' connection? We heard you guys are kind of homies, through the grapevine and this and that. So do you mind talking on our boy David Potter, man? Shout out to Fight World Live and Amazon Prime.
Wait, who me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my boy. Yeah. Potter's my boy. Hey, like I know him through mutual friends. We're all kind of like cool, and Jules came to my life, and then Matthew and Matt and David, and they just huge supporters of mine, and had my back when nobody else did. Had pushed me when nobody else did. So I love those dudes. I love David. David's a really down to earth dude. And he came out and see me train at Mayweather's. He's dope, man, and I love what he does, and I love what he puts on.
He's a pimp, Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
Always got your back, champ.
You can hear him.
We love you, David.
I love you guys more. I love you guys more.
We joined forces with our man, dude. We've had our eyes on David for a long time because of what he does. We love how he operates the media and all that shit. And we actually he reached out, and this is why we're on Amazon Prime today, is because of David Potter. Shout out to our boy.
Yeah, no, David's the man.
Oh yeah, it's like help us, help you, help us as well.
Absolutely.
Fucking right. Rise together.
We have I just got to touch on something real quick for our Montana people, and this is sorry, champ, if this takes a minute, just a second here though. We'll do it real quick. We have these Kickstart and brawls in Butte. And that's going to be done with Next Gen Entertainment. We got fights going on there. There's going to be a world record set that's going to be.
No. Hold on. They had a venue change. So it's just the concert, Everclear, the fights, and the other shit.
Okay.
No
jump right now.
No limo jump?
No limo jump.
No limo jump. Okay.
Ooh.
And then we also got a shout out to Kill Eagle Promotions and our homeboy over there, Wes. His family is putting on the Indian Relays, which is supposed to be a spectacular event. And that's going to be done over there in Dotson and tomorrow.
Saturday. Yes.
No, Saturday.
West Senior's putting that on, and West Junior is, doing West Junior. He's getting.
What's that say?
Shout out to
Barber Orthopedic. Barber
yeah.
Orthopedic.
Yeah. Good job there. Have you ever watched Indian Relaying? No saddle, only reins. 4 laps, 4 different horses, and you change the horse while they're running.
Yeah,
they
say
it's gangster shit.
They say that's the world's most dangerous sport ahead of bull riding.
You fall off, all 8 of them will go right over the top. You better hope you don't get hit in the hoof.
Yeah, that and Montana, that was the birthplace of this sport, and it's kind of gaining traction around the fucking.
Yeah, all the res boys do it. Native American boys do it. A lot of the reses, they all got teams, and they travel the country doing wild horse racing. It's called Indian Relay, but we call it wild horse racing on the res. It's downhill, right off a cliff. They ride it right off a cliff, across a river, and then to their finish line. It's pretty heavy duty stuff.
Champ, I got a question for you. We have these magazines sitting on our table here, and they're Deadly Art of Survival is one of the #1 magazines in MMA and other sports, bear combat sports in general. When are we going to see you grace the cover? Huh? I think you deserve a cover highlight.
Definitely a cover or two, man.
I mean, we got a couple of these magazines, and they're badass. And when you go through them, I was just looking through it, and I was like, man, Ferea needs to be in this motherfucker, man.
You got that belt for a reason. That's what.
Several belts. I mean, she's defended it how many fucking times, Shannon?
I don't understand why no one's promoting that really
3.
hard. Like,
3 times.
No, I defended twice. No, I defended twice, and so 3 times. First time I got it, 2 defenses.
There you go. She's
should be on several different covers.
Right, you know what I mean? I think why not? I mean, that would be cool to see you grace the cover. You would I think you had the image for it.
I think a lot of these promoters in the world are sleeping on this, and they better wake up to see who's real.
Next to those,
they better.
Big Unger Sales sticker. Shout out to our boy. Tell him my mic's all fucked up.
Your mic's fucked up
I
still?
think. Hello.
Can
Shout
you
out
hear
to our
me,
boy
Levi?
Unger
I can
Sales.
hear him. I
She
can hear everybody.
Oh, you can hear everybody.
Well, to the left of those is Unger Sales, big ass Unger Sales stickers. So
Yeah.
shout out to our dog. Support from day one. A1.
We have a few dope fights coming up. The Jake Paul, Nate Diaz. We already know you're a Diaz. You're gonna be Stockton living it, representing.
Yep.
Well, how do you determine how that fight is gonna go? And do you have any comments on the controversy during the face off and all that shit?
Diaz is a dog, and he could take a beating. He can give a beating. He's gonna out cardio you. He just has some crazy, like, they were born with the greatest stamina and endurance in combat sports. I worry about his cuts. So, but I know Jake. He's been training, and he's been training with the best of the best, and he's really, really putting everything into it. I just hope it's not a stoppage from cuts.
Yeah, that's a good fucking evaluation,
Yeah,
man. That's why I wanted to hear from the champ on it. That's awesome.
I personally went into deep discussion on this several times, and we quarreled about it bad.
I got Jake. I got Jake, man. I do.
I got Diaz.
He's just so tough. I mean, people thought
Diaz.
it was a joke at first, and then we seen that it's not a fucking joke.
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
He's coming
not
off a
joke
loss,
yet.
and the kid wants to prove himself as a fucking real as a real fighter. And I don't think
he's not knocking Diaz out. He's not knocking him out. That's for damn sure. No, but I just get worried about the cuts. If Jake wins, it's gonna be by a cut.
Do you think that they're gonna take up a fight in UFC? It really fucking sounds that way, or not UFC, like PFL or something. I don't really know. Something
Probably
like
PFL if they do go MMA.
Because Jake is really, really, really baiting Nate, and it sounds like it's gonna go that way.
You know what was hilarious? I love that Instagram that he did when he like shook his dad's hand, and then at the press conference he's like, "Yeah, fuck your dad."
Yeah, he's a fucking gang member.
That shit was funny because he's all cool with them the day before, was all respectful, and then he talked shit to Jake the next day. I think that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious,
That
man.
is funny.
I think Nate is for the first time he's seeing some really big money in his career.
Yeah,
And,
no, and I'm glad, and I'm glad they deserve it. They've been in the game since the beginning.
That's why I think you got to give Jake Paul his fucking hats off, because he's gotten a lot of fucking really good fighters.
Jake.
paid.
I really like Jake. I love Jake.
Yeah,
I love Jake because he's giving Serrano what she deserves. I'm sure he's giving a lot of other women opportunities, and he's kind of like.
I'd love to see you fight Amanda, man. That'd be so dope.
That's not gonna happen. She just signed with PFL.
What?
Oh.
What?
Well, that's
How do you fucking know it so much?
Yeah,
She's a
super insider right
I know the important shit.
Yeah.
She watches his fight.
She does tell us that, yeah. And my last like matchup that I have for you on your opinions, because I love getting your opinion, is qualified. It's viewed well, and I usually concur with it. Who do you got? I mean, not who do you got, but what is your mind state on the Crawford Spence fight, man? Crawford tore his ass up.
That was crazy. That's crazy. The way Errol comes in, he's so
Spence is a bully usually, man.
Yeah, he comes in super confident and he looks super cocky and shit. And I saw Crawford, with their face offs and their shit and their weigh-ins and stuff. I was like, damn, Crawford's quiet. I felt like Errol was gonna put more on him. So that one I didn't know.
I sat with my jaw open. I was like,
bro, he got battered like.
Dude, he looked like he shouldn't even have been there. It was
I
crazy.
know.
That was a
That was
sad.
ugly.
What the fuck
He
got
walked
into
a short
Crawford,
left
dude?
hand and goes to the count. I was like, what? How do you walk right into a short left hand? That's.
Hey, we talk about it quite often on the show. Kai Stewart tagged us in a post and was all like, "Yo, Eminem's walking out fucking Crawford," and we know the Eminem curse is for real, man. Like, you usually got bad luck if you're coming out to Eminem, unfortunately.
But to get walked out by Eminem.
But getting walked, did he break the all-time curse forever? because he.
I didn't know there was a
fucking
curse.
beat like shit. Yeah, no. Statistically, fighters that walk out to Eminem usually lose.
I think it was like 80-20.
Yeah,
80-20.
it was a pretty Yeah, it was a ratio was pretty bad. And
Whoa. I didn't know that.
yeah. For whatever reason, whatever reason that may be, but
It's like the Drake curse. If he's wearing your jersey the day before you're
yeah, you're burnt.
Yeah, you're burnt.
It's
hit.
So for him to walk out and just, dude, it was fucking right away. What was it? The second round,
Second round, he
Spence
sat down
got
his ass.
dropped, dude.
I was like, it shocked the shit out of me because he walked right into it. It's like he was never even seen it coming.
Dude, he got destroyed
He
in the
was wide
first
open,
round
just
and then got
cracked.
fucking picked off in the second. I was like, dude, there's no way we're watching this come true. Like,
And it didn't look like it was that hard either, but it had some pack behind it.
I remember looking at the fans you could see them in the back, and because boxing has such a cool setup that it seems like the fans are right there watching it. You see their faces are like, what is going on, dude?
happened?
Like, yeah, dude. I was in the shock. I was just as shocked with him. I was like, I could not fucking believe
that
what I
was
was watching.
that was in Vegas. Were you there? Did you go? Or
Yeah,
no?
did you go, champ?
Nah, I was it was my friend's birthday and I hadn't seen her in a while. So I wanted to spend some time with her. But I watched the fight after.
Fucking
Like
bananas.
a blind chicken porno. Never saw it coming. Nice.
Big facts.
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah.
It's just for everybody out there. If you're liking the stream, go ahead and drop some stars.
Stars,
I
like,
got this
share, comment.
Totally
Drop
forgot.
that
Our-
star
and
shit.
Our YouTube is like 830 hours away from being able to be monetized by the end of the year. So let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's get it on,
The weekly
Berber.
bus.
Yeah,
Oh,
bird.
Howie, what's up? Playboy that comes check out Playboy Misfit, my walkout song. He's pretty dope. If you like that gangster shit, hit him up. And he's kind of political.
Hey,
That
your
song
song
goes hard.
fucks, dude. Your song fucks.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
So you're not the only one that actually has a song that like came out to. Kai has his own little come out song too, man.
Oh, does
We
he?
do a song every
Yeah, every opponent he makes a diss song to.
And then he comes
Does
out.
he?
He does, man. He's like the Roy Jones Jr. of boxing.
Oh, that's funny.
Bare knuckle boxing.
He makes a song, but he comes out to Lonely Island. I'm so humble.
Yeah. Yeah. So we always find that funny, man. Like because as soon as his opponent's locked in, he's already in a studio trying to do a diss song. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna diss these guys."
Hey, they're fire, dude. Go look at them. You never
Yeah,
heard them?
they're really good songs.
Him and the boy
They're
Kyle
funny.
Lee.
I have a topic on here, and it's mostly on the topic of longevity. So 50 Cent just done sold like 879,000 tickets to his tour in a week. It's like fucking unheard of, by the way. And this is during a time that rappers are canceling their tours right now. So
Why?
he's selling his tickets for like $300 a piece, right?
Don't know.
So $879,000. He's been in the game for like 20 fucking years. If you read up on how he is as a person and his books, like the 50th Law and shit, you see his mind state. Do you take any ingredients from 50 Cent on the idea of longevity and staying in the game, staying relevant for that long?
You know what? I'm gonna start studying him because I haven't studied him. I
Really?
study a lot of other guys, a lot of other guys. But you know what? I'm gonna check him out. I'll buy his shit right after this show
Dude, you should. So there's a book, and it's
because
it's
I
done
need
by-
longevity.
There's a book series by Robert Greene, and it's fucking. I'm gonna recommend it to you right now. Your manager should be on Amazon looking at this shit because this would be some of the best shit that you probably can read. One, I would say start with he has a book called it's not Sun Shi's fucking Art of War. He has his own. Robert Greene's like the war.
50 Laws of Power.
It's like the Art of War. Yeah, he does the 48 Laws of Power.
Or 48, my bad.
Yeah, he has a sequel with 50 Cent. It's called The 50th Law, and he wrote this book entirely on the idea.
I read his shit. I read Green shit.
You should, yeah, dude, get the 50th Law.
But I haven't seen the 50th Law.
It is fucking. It's on the idea of being fearless and carrying that into your career. It's fucking insane, dude. It's really, really awesome book. I highly suggest it. And that's that was the idea is if you and if you don't follow 50 Cent, I mean now you said you're going to, but what are your ideas and what have you done to stay in the position that you are as long as you have? what is your idea of longevity and how do you control it?
My idea of longevity. So, I mean, the way I stay in the game, as long as I have it and I do, it's just you just gotta be smart. The way the moves you're making, who you're around, what you're consuming, what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're placing yourself around, your environment. You, what I do is just eat good, put myself around good people, study, um, invest in myself. I take care of my body. Because this game is it's physical. If your physical goes, you ain't got nothing. And if you don't have a strong mind, you don't have discipline, you're not gonna be able to preserve your body or your mind and make right decisions. Because I mean, there's a lot of fuck people in this fucking sport. There's a lot of people that are lucky that I'm in the position I'm in that I don't ride on because I want to have a successful life. So you have to be very careful and be very disciplined and know how to deal with a bunch of scammers and a bunch of low lives and a bunch of people that just want you for your clout and to use you for a second, then throw you out. You have to learn how to just let it roll off you. And you have to learn who to fuck with, who you don't. Just like Tupac said, you got to be careful about who you fuck with and who you don't, because the shit get wild. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you have to just be careful who you mess with and who you don't. I mean, if you're not messing with him, he could take you somewhere. She can take you somewhere. And this guy just might take everything from you. So you just have to make right choices, sit back. I like to observe a lot. I like to spend a lot of time alone because I get to self-reflect, and reflect on everyone else that I have in my life.
What do you specifically do to calm your mind in moments of chaos?
I sit in my car. No, I calm myself. I take myself out of a situation. I don't stay. If something's getting heated, I leave, because that's when you start making bad decisions. Or if it's a stressful time or it's a crazy time, I just remove myself and I go off on my own and make those decisions, calm myself down. Then I make the decisions or I make the next move.
Right.
My question is, what kind of intake we taking? We going beef or we going vegetarian? What you got going on?
That's a great question.
I know a lot of athletes, prime athletes, and superstar football players are strictly vegetarian.
Oh yeah, that's not me. I believe in, the earth gave us everything to consume in moderation, and I try to eat, just high grade stuff. I'm not gonna buy some cheap meat or, some, cheap vegetable. I don't go to Walmart and go buy my food there. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to keep my body in prime shape. Huh?
You're a local butcher person?
Well, I mean, I go to like Whole Foods. I'll just get organic. I like butcher places too, but for the most part, because I prepare for, and I don't have like a huge freezer right now, so I just get my meals for a month, put them in my
We're
my
pretty
freezer,
privileged in
freeze it up.
Montana. We have a lot of beef
we got
that is
choices
free
of
range.
different
Yeah,
kinds
we
of
have free
beef.
range beef and shit. So
Grass fed, free
yeah.
range, alfalfa fed.
So-
we got really
we've got
good
a lot of
non-vaccinated beef.
certified
We're
Angus
awesome.
beef
yeah,
spots here.
we have a lot. We have a lot of great beef up here, man. So if you
I
ever
spend
get
a lot of
interested,
money.
you should fucking look in, because I know Joe Rogan's one of the fellas that orders his elk in. Well, he does a lot of bow hunting himself, but he'll come up to Montana specifically to drop elk. And but he also orders meat from up here. I think maybe, if you're interested in that, you should look into it. I don't know what he does or who he goes through, but I know he gets a lot of Montana meat because our meat up here is different.
Yeah, I just do veggies. I just do veggie. I just do clean eating, just stuff that comes from the earth.
Definitely smart.
Our boy Jeff Unger says he's a vegetarian.
Me too.
Well, I'm a giant college.
That's pretty funny.
Jeff says me too.
Good
on you.
Goddamn Jeff.
That's when I'm cutting weight. Is when it's mostly I'm a vegetarian, no carbs, no sugar. And I get full.
Fucking right. All right. So there's a brand new fire movie out. Good cinema. If you guys like good cinema. Oppenheimer. Who's seen it? Anybody in here seen it?
Have you seen it, champ? Oppenheimer?
No. She doesn't watch movies.
I'm not. I don't watch much TV.
Have you watched Step Brothers since I've last seen you? I missed the second episode.
I haven't.
Ah,
No.
champ!
Boo.
Come on,
Makes
champ!
promises, don't deliver. Boo.
Come
You
on,
gotta remind
champ.
me of this shit. You're supposed to remind me 5 minutes out from the damn podcast. Remember? No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, champ.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you.
Well, yeah, we're gonna
Find
send
it on
you.
YouTube and send.
We'll send a
Please,
link
I'll
right
watch it
to you.
tonight. I'll watch it with Jules tonight.
Yeah, you'll love it,
Good
man.
deal.
You guys will laugh your fucking ass
the
off,
dude.
especially if she hasn't seen it.
Okay. Well, I want to throw it out there. If you haven't watched it, it's great fucking cinema. Christopher Nolan, not his best work in my opinion, but it's fucking good cinema if you like it.
Really?
Oh yeah. Apparently, I'm with DJ Tony. I've heard that the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is fucking fire. I want to go watch that. I'm a movie goer.
Oh, I like him. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, this one's made by Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
supposed to be good. You know,
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I love Seth Rogen because the idea behind it, because Seth Rogen is an actual fucking nerd, and he actually has culture behind the whole the comic scene. He's much like Kevin Smith. He really loves comics and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. I gotta see both.
Bad girl, bad girl.
I got my belt in my
Holding
seat.
it down, baby.
It's my shield.
We've kept you for an hour. I don't want to keep you for no much longer. Levi,
I gotta get into the post office.
There we go. What do I gotta say?
Do you have anything left for the champ?
Mostly get your protein. That's all I gotta say.
Hell yeah.
Smile while you're doing
Hey,
it.
wait, you had a good question for it. What was it?
I done forgot it.
You forgot
You
it.
said you had one on the way here.
Ooh.
I know. I had a bad question and I forgot all about it. I'm kind of starstruck
I
by
wish
you.
you
I
would've
think you're
told
awesome.
By the way, that's my dad. That's Levi's stepdad.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
What up?
So,
Hey,
shit, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Other than, yeah.
Oh,
other than
you
that-
shut her key off.
What's up, Dad?
You
Hey,
betcha.
yeah.
Hey.
Levi, do you want to run down our sponsors real quick?
Yeah. 20 past 4, your one-stop vape and head shop. 5 locations. Jesus. 2 in Great Falls, 1 Helena, 1 Billings, and Jesus, and 1 in Prescott, Arizona. Opening up sooner than later. They're down there setting it up right now.
Hell yeah.
Hudson's Trash Removal. If you need it taken out, he'll take it out. If it needed gone, he probably already got it gone. You know what I mean? Halftime Sports Bar. If you want to watch the fights, go down there. In every fight, Robin got you handled.
We love that. Yeah.
Are you having troubles?
That's how it goes. Taco Treat. If you want a good taco, go down there get your tacos. They got some of the best
I've
cheese.
been looking for a good taco.
On to Jamie St. Mark's. Shout out to her day one.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Champ, you want to shoot out your sponsors?
Yo, what's up? Barbara Orthopedic, Jason Ferguson, Knockout Canada, Kendra Lust, Lion Locks. Let's see here. The Gun Company and Savage Sip.
What is it?
Shout out David Feldman. Shout out BKFC.
And David.
Shout out David Potter and Fight World Live. Wait out for their new episode. They have an episode that just came out with the youngest UFC fighter. What's his name? Raul
Ruiz Jr.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, he's Vegas guy, right?
Yeah.
Youngster.
Yeah, I
Awesome
seen
guy.
him.
Awesome guy. And his dad's cool too.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of that kid, man.
That episode went smoothly.
So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Mike and Mish. We love those guys. They just had a triple header, one with Bryce Hall, G, and someone else. I can't fucking
Lorenzo
remember.
was in there.
Lorenzo was in there too.
All right, do backflip.
All right. With that said, follow my Instagram, Levi James in this.
There you go. Follow the champ on IG. She is the Misfit, Christine Misfit.
No, it's just
Ferea,
at Christine Ferea.
at Christine Ferea, and follow Old Boy Roy. Why not?
I don't even what's
Big
my
Daddy Roy
Instagram
for-
account
Big
again?
Daddy Roy.
Roy Toy.
All right. With that, we are the weekly.
Jules,
Thank
nice to
you.
see you, ladies. Thank you for jumping on the
Thank
show.
you.
Look,
Guys,
fire as always,
fun.
you
I
two.
love being on your show, guys.
Thank you. Come
Thanks,
back as soon
champ.
as you got fight news as well. Hell yeah.
All right,
Looking
sure.
forward to it. Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Adios.
Adios.
Peace.
This is.
The following program is rated TV MA LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.